Hey everybody, Derek Curlew here. Congratulations, it's finally here. The Fittest Loser has begun. Over this next week, you guys are going to be getting a lot of different information. We're going to start talking to you guys each individually and getting some things going. As we adjust to this up close and personal webcam, that's going to be a little bit weird. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to use technology to our best advantage and really how to, hopefully make 2012 the best year for you, for losing weight, for gaining energy, getting in shape and just kind of doing all the things that you've really wanted to do. So we're going to go through some different things. Each week there's going to be some different videos. You're going to get phone calls from your trainers. As most of you who I've talked to already know, each Saturday you can either come to a boot camp workout at our office or you can go over to Anytime Fitness and get a workout over there with any of the trainers there. So it really just depends on what you like the best and what you want to do and how you want to approach your new lifestyle. Some people, they love the gym. I know for our outdoor boot camp workouts that we do, it's been something that, it's all ladies. They love it. They get dirty. They're flipping tires. They're pulling, vehicles and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But it's not your traditional gym workout. And for those of you who have been burnt out with the gym and things like that, it's a great alternative. Bottom line, though, the gym's always there every day. It's climate controlled. You don't have to worry about weather or, different types of conditions and things like that. As some of our boot camp people know, it's been pretty cold the last few weeks. So it makes it a little bit difficult to exercise when it gets like that. Some of the different things I want to go over, we're going to be talking about all sorts of different things from, how to eat better and eat healthier, vitamins, different types of exercise options, choices, how to plan your day and how to lose weight and some of the different, ways and strategies to approach those different goals. In the coming weeks, what we're going to be doing is you'll get your trainers assigned to you. That should hopefully be happening this week. For a few of you guys, because we've had a crazy amount of number of people register for this, we might have to wait until next week to assign a different trainer to you, but we'll see how it goes. So trainers are going to be assigned. The webinar schedules will be released. I believe our first one's going to be next week. And basically what it's going to be is just like you're seeing here. It'll be a video going back and forth with a lesson each time. But the great thing is you'll have an 800 number that you can either call in and ask questions live. You can email me questions so we can answer them, for everybody to hear. Or you can actually take place on the webinar. If you have a webcam, go online. We'll give you the login information and you can do it that way. So there are some different choices of how to go about that. The other thing that's really, really going to be important is your initial workouts, your fitness assessments, measurements, weigh-ins, things like that, because we got to have our starting point to get to our end destination. So what I would like to talk to you guys about today is lesson number 1. We're going to be going through it. Anybody who's worked with me in the past knows I'm all about planning. I am a person who takes tons of notes. I like to be organized and everything else. I have my 2 notebooks with me. So, it's one of those things where, if you write something down, you're never going to forget it. So what I want you guys to do is we're going to start attacking our goals for the year. And goals is something a lot of people have a hard time setting. And the reason why is because we don't always know where to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 7 basic categories to go ahead and go through. And what I want you to do is when we call you this week, or you can email me the answers, I want you to write down your answers. And I want you to, thoroughly examine what you want your goals to be. Now, if there's a topic that we bring up and you're not sure of how to attack that or what type of goals to make for that, that's where we come in. So we'll be able to help you with that part and really help to identify what we need to do to make those things a reality. So the first thing is obviously eating. It's 2012, it's a new year. So we're going to teach you, all the different things of, how to properly balance your meals, how to make sure you're providing fuel for each activity that you're doing throughout the day, how to avoid those low points in our day, at 10:30 and 2:30 feeling when we start to get tired and run down and, fatigued. That's really going to help to keep your metabolism spike, keep it boost. But the biggest thing is when you don't let yourself get hungry and you don't let yourself get tired, you're obviously going to make wiser choices, not make convenience choices when it comes to food, and you're going to make a wiser decision. The number 2 thing is drinking more water, drinking more fluids. So write down how much you think you want to drink a day and how we're going to go about that. The third thing, vitamins. Now, it could be something where it's a daily vitamin you already take, but you just need to get better at taking it. It could be a situation where you're over 50 or over 60 and you're a female and you need to start taking more vitamin D and calcium supplements. It could be a guy and you need other different things. So whatever your specific goals are, write down what you want to try and accomplish. If there are vitamins you already take and you're not sure when you should be taking them and things like that, write that down for number 3. Number 4, one of the most overlooked things that we do on our daily basis, and it's because we're not conscious when we do it, sleep. So your sleep is going to be really important for your success for everything. When you sleep, your body is recharging its batteries, nourishing, recuperating, everything that it needs to do so that when you start the next day, you're starting off fresh and on the right foot. So we want to aim for about 7 hours of sleep per night. So write that down on step number 4, or our planning object number 4. And what we're going to do is try and figure out how we can make that happen. Some of us with kids, work schedules, things like that, don't always get the right amount of sleep we need. And now if we're incorporating, say, exercise or other different things with it, it's going to take away more of our time. So we're going to have to figure out how to make that work. Okay. Number 5 is any type of preventative health care. Okay. And what I mean by preventative health care is exercise, yoga, massage, chiropractic, anything where you're being proactive instead of reactive. You're trying to take care of your health before it gets bad. Guys, the reason why a gym is in place and the reason why a gym is there is because people aren't happy with the way they are, look, feel. Okay. If everybody felt good about how they were and what condition they were at, there wouldn't be gyms. So, whatever your reservation is about, exercising or about things like that, you just got to get up and do it. The first step is always going to be the hardest one. You just got to get up and get there, so showing up is one of the hardest things to do. And as long as you show up, you'll make it happen. You'll find the motivation once you're there. So step number 4, or step number 5, I'm sorry, is any type of preventative health care. Anything you can do to be proactive with your health as opposed to reactive. Okay. Number 6, what we really want to emphasize is getting more organized and time management and getting a daily basis of what we need to do, so that way we're not just kind of going about the day, as a free-for-all. You want to have things a little bit more planned out and a little bit more structured. I will be teaching you my different planning methods and how I do things. Me personally, just a quick little thing, what I like to do is I'll take my schedule for the day and I'll divide it up into a couple different columns. So what I'll do is I'll actually divide it up so one half of my page is all the things that need to be done, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, or a year goal. On the right hand side, what I'll do is I'll prioritize and I'll take the top 5 things out. That way I make sure I'm doing my most important and prioritized thing for the day, what we like to call HVA, highest value activity. So if you can keep that in mind, it's going to make a big, big difference. So that's going to incorporate the gym, your work, cooking your meals ahead of time, what you're going to eat for meals, things like that. And if you can get more structured and more organized, it'll make a big, big difference. So that leaves us with step 7. Step 7 is something we all know that we need to do. Something that I need to work on myself. It's been my resolution, and I don't make resolutions. So it's been something that I really wanted to focus on, and being in a chiropractic office and in a chiropractic environment, it's something I've really seen and noticed because a lot of our patients are that 60 and up age range. And what step 7 is stretching. The old saying is, if you don't use it, you lose it. And the more and more I'm in this environment, the more and more I see it, it's very true. If you're not stretching on a daily basis, you get stiff, you get tight, and your health starts to suffer from it. There's a great book called Stand Taller, Live Longer. And it's really true. It's about your posture. The more you can sit upright, you got to think about your stomach, your lungs, all your organs and everything are right there in the front. And as we slouch throughout our day, we're putting more pressure. If you try and take a deep breath from the slouch position, there's only so shallow that you can go. But if you're sitting up straight and have good posture, you can take a full breath, and that way your whole body is getting nourished and everything that it needs to from the oxygen, and we're just healthier and look better because of our posture. So stretching is going to be a big thing. We're at 9 minutes now, guys. This is probably about the longest any video will ever be. So each week, remember, there's going to be a video. There's going to be some sort of lesson to go along with it. This week, I want your goals for eating, for water, for vitamin supplementation, for sleeping, for preventative, any type of health care, how you're going to get organized, whether you're going to use a planner, a to-do sheet, or whatever it happens to be, and then stretching. All right, guys, our number here to reach us is 727-851-SLIM. You can email me anytime at DEREK, Derek at slimfitdiet.com. I'll see you guys next week.